Okay, we are recording on camera, we are recording on OBS, we are recording on Audacity. We are attempting to record Jade Empire, episode 32, for the 4th time synchronize. The first time, we left off ready to fight the Ravager. My memory told me that the Ravager was a much easier fight than the Imperial engagement. My memory lied to me. There was a lot of swearing. There was a lot of getting frustrated. There was rumination on the fact that this playthrough is probably the one where I'm in the worst temper. I was also short on sleep last night. It was just, I was not in a good spot to beat my head against something. I stopped recording. I started recording a second time remembering that block exists and did quite well, but as we'll find when we eventually get back to it in this playthrough, the Ravager has very good sustain and just keeps healing himself very quickly when I am well out of focus, chi, and health. The third time I attempted to do so was this morning, and I did well, and I got about 10 minutes in, and I realized that I wasn't recording the gameplay on OBS. So now I have to go through about 7 minutes of spoken cutscenes again. I'm not exactly a professional, although in the meantime, between the last episode releasing and this one releasing, my channel did get remonetized finally. Thank you, Stargate Hades, which is not a monetizable video, but did get my subscriber and view count to where it needs to be to monetize, so eventually I'll get paid for this. But I've been doing this for 13 years? You'd think I'd remember to do my check that everything's recording. Anyway, I really liked how I started off the last one. The Ravager fight, as tough as it is only the second toughest thing that I do in this gameplay. The toughest thing is walking away from it. Let's just continue with the story. Let's grind up a little bit. Let's improve our abilities, put more points into our skills, eventually come back to the Ravager, but for now, just progress the plot. I'm Voter. Let's play something. Also, the mic was still recording the whole time. Click off of OBS so nothing can happen.
So, things are looking up. You've gained the favor of the Lotus Assassins. With the recommendation of the Executioner, the others will welcome you as a recruit. You can slip into the very heart of their lair. You could also seek out the Inquisitor and gain his recommendation as well, but the path to the Lotus Assassin Fortress is ready for you now.
I think I'd like to do that.
After you find evidence against Death's hand, you will take us to the palace to find Master
Is
Lee.
Dawnstar supposed to be in that shot?
Little Dawnstar.
Or that
After
one?
After we get what I want from the Lotus Assassins, the palace is the first place we will go. You have permission, so there won't be any trouble entering. It's only after we have the evidence against Death's hand that they might notice something is wrong.
Yeah, we'll worry about that when the time
It
comes.
would still be good to get some information first. Sagacious Zoo might know something. We should ask him.
You mean he who very conspicuously wandered off?
Where is he?
You have the
Well, you should be more
attentiveness
careful of
of
who you
a
trust.
sloth. Yeah, if I did that, none of you would be here.
That is true. I wouldn't trust any of the ragged homeless you have collected.
That includes you.
No offense meant to those of you who are actually homeless.
That
Dawnstar.
especially includes you.
If Sagacious Zoo has gone to warn the Lotus Assassins, you need to move quick. If he's just run off, he is no longer our concern.
And I can move languidly.
not turn on
I'm
us.
making some of the same comments that I
The
did the
Lotus
last
Assassin
time around,
Fortress
but I'm
is
more
in the
prepared
far
for it,
end of
so
the
it looks
necropolis.
snappier.
They shouldn't
I'm
give
doing
you any
this to
trouble,
inform you that
just
no,
if
I'm
you're
not this quick on the
confident
draw. Improv? No. A few moments to think over a line and punch it up a little? Yes. I'm gonna do the task for the other recruiter first.
That is your decision. I suppose it doesn't hurt to make certain they trust you, but you should not take too long. Sagacious Zoo's actions are troubling. The Inquisitor will have some task that needs addressing, I'm sure. Scholar Dungao in the Scholar's Garden is the contact.
Is there anything you wanted to discuss before we get moving? Anything of a more personal nature?
I don't understand. You've gained the favor of the Lotus Assassins with a fair amount of ease. What else is there to speak of? Is there something you are wondering?
I want to know more about yourself.
About me? I am am Princess Sun Lian, the Heavenly Lily. What more are you worthy of knowing?
What am I worthy of knowing about Silk Fox?
Ah, the shadow behind my public self. How else can a curious princess learn what really happens in her domain? I don't have time to interpret the veiled statements of advisors, so I became a thief, an assassin, whatever I needed to be. People will not speak to the princess. Bad news kills the messenger first.
Bad news doesn't kill
Fox
messengers.
knows how to persuade.
Shitty people
That is
who
how I
receive
learned
bad
about the
news kill
activities of Death's
messengers.
Hand.
And no one notices that you're gone for such lengthy periods of time?
There are many excuses for a vain princess to retreat from sight for days, even weeks at a time. My father encourages such getaways. And if
Oh,
courtiers
the
ever
life of the
discovered that I
rich,
was
to
not where I
retreat to
said I
private
would be,
islands
who
and
would
release
dare
the
question
files.
the Heavenly Lily? I may eschew the formality of it, but being the daughter of the Emperor still has its privileges.
Man, a lot of topical moments coming up in this gameplay, huh? Well, tell me about your childhood.
I do not remember ever being allowed to just be a child.
Like, what a line to just say to someone, tell me about your childhood.
And the fall of my uncles. I was in the care of tutors too afraid to punish me and too ingratiating to teach me anything useful. I quickly found ways to sneak away from the palace. They dared not report my excursions for fear they would be punished. They would scurry around all day trying in vain to find me.
Isn't that kind of a dangerous... Oh, whatever. What did you do in the city?
I met the people, the peasants, the homeless, the
Oh no, the
thieves.
danger.
Such
She's
a
obviously
different world
fine.
from what you see
Survivorship
from the
bias
palace
aside.
walls. They never realized who I was. I'm sure they would have been terrified of the army storming in to rescue
Alright,
me.
this is the moment that I
Most
realized that
just wanted to
OBS
be
wasn't
left
recording,
alone.
so now I'm caught back up.
That life was exciting, but also useful. Even Lotus assassins overlook the beggar on the street, but she still has eyes and ears.
Tell me about your first interest.
It would be very improper for someone of my standing to say anything, unless you make me
You
a
are
little
Silk
more
Fox. You
comfortable.
have no standing.
I have already shared something of myself. Can you tell me something about you? Is there anyone that you care for?
There's one person, a noble, who has caught my eye.
A noble. How romantic. Aloof. Separate by class and breeding.
Like,
Unattainable for a peasant.
the romances in this are
Wanted.
not particularly engaging
Wanting
for
someone
me
you can never
anymore.
have. Love you can never show in public.
But, like, let's
Such
go for it.
loneliness should not
Even as I,
exist.
like,
I have contributed to that. The princess behaves as she should, reinforcing the very rules I despise, all to protect Silk Fox. Which one am I?
You are Princess Sun Lian, but that does not mean you're any less deserving of being happy.
I should not be ungrateful. Everything in my life is dedicated solely to making me happy, but I am at odds with so much. I am always behind a mask, not just when I am Silk Fox. I am not allowed to show an interest in politics, defending the Empire, or even spontaneous affection.
Henpecked Ho back there just
Can you
being
see
like,
the dilemma I
interesting.
represent? Not only is our deepening friendship prohibited by station, but by so much more.
Tradition can be maintained without restraining people. As the Heavenly Lily, you can make certain of it.
I have tried to make a place for myself. It was difficult, but I have succeeded, despite Death's Hand or my father or what people think. But you are another matter.
Yeah, I
When I
am.
look at you, I see someone I could know better than anyone. Someone who could understand what I need. It frightens me how much you intrigue me.
I can accept intriguing. I prefer stimulating.
No doubt you would. You treat me like the foolish boys I have tossed aside in the past. I think I rather like that. You asked me about my first love. It was the Empire and its people. There
An
might be
interesting,
room for
if somewhat
another,
safe
given
answer.
time and effort. How would the court react? You have the skill to be charmingly discreet.
But often not
few
the
people
will
could
to
use
back
a
it up.
shock now and then. You and I will have much to discuss after we have restored my father. I am looking forward to it.
Okay, bye.
Do not hesitate for too long. Sagacious Zoo's sudden flight has made our task somewhat more urgent.
Anyway, this is all very interesting, but I do need to swap out my followers, and unfortunately, you don't have a support style. Oh no, deal extra damage with martial styles. Yeah, no. Unfortunately,
asking me to accompany you.
we have to go with chi replenishment. Okay, so we're looking for Scholar Dongao in the Scholar's Garden. Is there a reason I skipped it before? Because I know that we did Scholar's Garden stuff before. Is there a reason I decided not to do this? That we like, oh, we got his attention, but then I would have had to do something I really didn't want to do? I don't remember. It's been like half a year. Okay, it hasn't been quite that long, but it has been a while. Yeah, so, you know, in the meantime, between the previous episode and this one, I finished up everything that I need for the next Boater Plays Something series, so that should start coming out shortly after this is resumed. By shortly, I mean, I don't know, a month, maybe. And, of course, the production of the award-winning short film, Dungeons and Dark Side. So happy for it. It won Best Production Design with SaberComp 2025. I'm so thrilled to get to call myself a award-winning filmmaker now.
Welcome, friend. The lecture won't be starting for a little while, though your enthusiasm is appreciated.
What lecture?
I wouldn't worry about seating. Those interfering philosophers had made sure that very few people will be attending the lecture.
I see. Could I ask you some questions?
Certainly. We can't learn without asking questions. How can I help you today?
Can you tell me where to find the Inquisitor recruiter?
What? That's quite a question. I'm not sure who told you, but I'd appreciate it if you would keep your voice down when asking those kinds of questions. Nobody here suspects me to be anything but an overzealous scholar, and I'd like to keep it that way.
Well, then you should
So you want to know
scholar
about the
yourself
recruiter?
up some code
You have a
words.
flying machine, do you not? Yes, I know about that. Go back to the landing area and someone will meet you there.
Why should
The
we meet
location
there?
is public, yet relatively private. Common folk are not welcome on the landing area, so there will be no crowds to hide spies or an ambush.
I'll be there.
He already knows, I'm sure. Now go, and I will not speak to you about this any further.
Well, we got what we wanted. I just hope you know what you're getting into. We should head back to the Dragonfly and let the others know what's happening.
I was planning on it, Dawnstar. Thank you for your invaluable input. Did we just skip that before and we decided... Oh, I think when we last came in here, we were going to take care of Lord Fontelbottom, whatever, John Cleese. And so I probably just forgot about stopping by Scholar Dongzhao. But now, we can do it. The Lotus Assassins were once known as the Lotus Order. I'm sure that their rebranding has done nothing to harm their public image. What's going on here?
Please, Purveyor, don't send me in there. I'm scared those things will see me before I can get into the cave. Please, don't make me do it.
Wow.
No! I will go. Please don't hurt my mother. I'll get the artifact for you. I promise.
How can you speak to her like that? She's just a little girl.
Do you not understand how things work?
What do you want? You're working for Purveyor Shuji, aren't you? Please don't tell him I haven't gone yet. I'm going now, even though it will probably get me killed.
Calm down, I'm not with the Purveyor.
I'm sorry. I'm just a little upset.
Yeah, no wonder.
I'm Jinlin. Is there something you want?
I just thought you might need some help.
Thanks, but I need to find a way to kill spirits. Purveyor Shuji wants me to fetch an artifact from an emperor's tomb in the necropolis, but it's filled with ghosts. Purveyor's... He threatened to sell my mom to slave traders if I don't get this artifact. I don't know what to do. I can't fight ghosts.
Maybe I could get rid of the ghost for you. Or I could get rid of Purveyor Shuji. Let's get rid of the ghosts.
Really? It would be very dangerous, and I don't have anything to give you in return. Are you sure you want to do this?
I mean, I'll take some XP. I mean, I'm not going to have you do it on your own.
Thank you. You are very kind. My father would have liked you, I think. He was brave like you are. The tomb is over in the necropolis. The door is locked, but I can sneak inside and open it. I just have to be careful not to alert the ghosts.
I think I remember a
Really think
closed
you can get
tomb
rid of the
now.
ghosts? I'll head over to the tomb and wait for you there.
I'll be there shortly.
Great! I'll wait by the steps of the Emperor's tomb. I'm sure you'll find it easily enough. See you soon, I hope.
Okay. Jinlin goes. I think we'll talk to the Inquisitor first. I have a lot of talking this episode before we really, like, launch. Oh, there's nobody here.
Irkana, o Nikasuri Kwana no Kasa Iriru. Niato o Nanapati Irovir, Kuni Ugnawata Ir. Sa Ir Yakoak, Kokonato Siri Panonenico.
We should be a part of the true power behind the throne.
Uno will na no ba Yesu. Isana Yuyo, Konir Fuk no Sankud na no Hona Napir. Irkana, o Nikasuri Kwana no Kasa Iriru.
Obviously not enough attention, because I'm also the one criminal that you're trying to hunt down. How would I prove my worth to you, Honorable Master? Are the assassins going to have me assassinate someone? Yeah, not gonna do this. Oh. So what's changed? Is Minister Shung the one from near the southern forest, or? Would stealing the report be adequate? Interesting. That's fair. I won't fail you.
You know, far be it from me to presume, but I have an idea of how we might be able to solve this problem.
Oh, sure.
My glorious wife's third cousin is a minor official in the Ministry of Harmony. I know a little something of the way Judge Fang conducts his business. All of Fang's ministers bring him an honor gift when they go to see him. An offering given as a sign of respect. A bribe, some might call it. If we replace Shang's honor gift with something insulting, rare turtle eggs, for example, Fang would be so outraged he'd refuse to even listen to Shang's
Interesting. Turtle eggs.
It's true. A gift of turtle eggs would be as insulting as a box of manure. Even more so, because they are so difficult to track down, whereas manure is somewhat common.
I love that
There are still some
approach.
details yet to be worked out, but acquiring the eggs is easy. I have some here that you can simply have.
You have turtle eggs here after just saying they are very rare?
Well, I was saving them for my coming anniversary. You buy early if you want them to be ripe. It doesn't really matter, does it? There are more daunting problems to consider. For example, how will you sneak past Sheng's guards to make the switch?
We should just kill Shang. Nice and simple. Kill his guards.
Your input has been
Do
noted.
you want us to kill Fang and his guards too? Slaughter everyone? Not only does it seem excessive, but I don't think that's how Inquisitors operate. Maybe we should investigate Fang in the arena first. We might be able to stop him from getting that report without hurting Shang.
No, I like
It's up to you
Poe's
how we handle
approach.
this. But remember that the Inquisitors aren't just thugs. They're more subtle.
Saving is good. You received turtle eggs. They look absolutely putrid. I should go replace the batteries in this controller. Because you all saw that. You saw it go badoop. That's captured. Okay, let's pay Minister Shang a visit. I feel like it's gonna make this episode a little long, but I don't want it just to be talking about doing things. I want to do something. We're back to Jade Empire, baby. Let's go. Okay, so staying at a nice hotel in the wealthy district. Where exactly would that be? To the Imperial Arena, Prefect Jitong, Merchants. Is it in the Merchants area? Is it a crossover this way? Boater pulling the right trigger does not make you run. That's from Mad Max. Playing too many games. Too many games at once.
Don't worry, Sung Tao. I'm doing everything I can to prove you're innocent.
What's this?
Good day, miss. Are you the new investigator I sent for? No, I can tell from your attire that you're not from the ministry.
Oh my, I'm getting wrapped up
This
in
is
things.
terrible. Everyone I send for disappears. There are powers at work here that are beyond my means to control.
What are you talking about?
I'm sorry, I'm not being very clear. Lately, I've just been so frustrated. I am Prefect Jitong. It is my duty to ensure that convicted criminals in the city are sentenced appropriately. But there are complications with my current trial. I have in my custody a suspected slave trader, Chandler Ling. But one of the high-ranking ministers is trying to get him released, and he wants me to convict another man. The man they want to accuse, Scholar Sung Tao, is a friend of mine, and I'm certain of his innocence. I need you to find proof so I can present it to the Minister of Justice.
I'll do it. I can't stand to see an innocent man accused.
Really? You will help me? Thank you. Thank you so very much. I need to find proof that Ling is the guilty one, and by so doing, exonerate Sung Tao. If I can't prove Ling's guilt, I'll be forced to sentence Sung Tao to death. But every time I ask someone to discover the truth, they
How many
disappear.
people have you asked
Turn up
before
dead.
me?
Our best lead is Zibao, the last person known to have spoken with Ling before his arrest. But Bao knows me and my men. He won't talk to us.
What's his connection to Chandler
I
Ling?
have no idea. The two men were seen together before we arrested Ling, but I have no other information about Zibao. He spends most of his time in the heart of the Empire Tavern.
I don't know where
and he
half these
doesn't
places
seem to have
are.
dealings with anyone else besides Chandler Ling. I know if I went to speak with him, I would get nowhere. But you could speak to him without raising suspicion.
Tell me more about Chandler Ling.
Chandler Ling is a well-respected businessman and merchant here in the city. Until recently, I had no reason to suspect him of any wrongdoing. When I investigated Ling's shop, I found a valuable knife that I had purposely entrusted to one of my men, a man who has since disappeared. Chandler Ling had a knife belonging to a man whose body couldn't be found. That was all the evidence I required.
And Scholar Song Tao?
I've known Scholar Song Tao for several years. His uncle and my father were good friends. I only wish I knew why the governor wants him accused of this crime. If you want to know more about Song Tao, you should speak with him yourself.
And the slave traders?
I wish there was something concrete I could tell you. They're like a whisper on the wind or a shifting shadow. You think you see something, and then there's nothing. Whoever is behind the slavers must have a great deal of power. To remain that invisible is a hard thing to do.
I'll go find Zibao.
Good. Look for him in the heart of the Empire Tavern. It's upstairs at the Imperial Arena.
Always
Don't
back to the
scare him
arena.
away. If we lose him, we lose our last connection to Ling.
A difficult situation to be placed in.
I don't care, Dawnstar. Okay, so I think we are going to have to end the episode there because we've got so much that came up. We've started like 3 different quests coming back. Man, it does not take much, and all of a sudden we've got a ton. But we are going to have to get to these next time. So we're going to start with this one. The Imperial Arena is right here. Then we'll see about swapping out some turtle eggs. I don't want to talk to Judge Fang. I don't want him to suspect anything. So I think we just go with swapping out Minister Sheng's gift. But we're going to do this first for Zibao. For that, we're going to do that right here next week. Oh, the music kicked in perfectly. Right here on Voter Plays Something. Make sure that you're subscribed. Thank you everyone that watches. I'm so glad to be back and to not be yelling at the Ravager for half an hour straight. This was a good decision to do this, and I'm very glad to have you guys along for the ride. Subscribe to see more, like, comment, all that nice stuff. You can support me on Patreon and Ko-Fi.com/Boaterbug, watch live at Twitch.tv/Boaterbug, and be sure to follow me over at Blue Sky. Thank you all so much for watching. Have a good one, and I'll see you next time. Bye, everybody!